I think the message I tried to get to the team at halftime was, guys, the championship team understood styles, and you don't. For instance, I said, if we're going to play Wichita State, we have to be better defensively to play for a national championship. I said, tonight, Syracuse beat Georgia Tech 46-45. I think that was the score. And I said, that's because Georgia Tech plays a certain style. I said, Clemson has been 1 or 2 the last 5 years in holding their opponents to 61-point-something points per game. I said, so we've got to be a much better defensive team, or they're going to control the pace of the game. Now, we got a bad break with Montrezl Harrell flopping on the foul call. Good call. But we didn't understand it was going to be a dogfight. And these guys want to get up and down. They want to play. We've been a great zone team the last 2 years. Now, Luke has been a big part of it, but we've gotten the ball inside against the best zone in America, and we're not getting it inside right now. And then they trapped Montrez. The number one problem we had is we're getting an overload off a pick and roll, and it was a waste of time because Terry and Chris not one time rubbed shoulders with the screener to force the guy to play him, and then you get the advantage. They kept going 4 feet too wide. The guy got over the screen and was just beating the clock down. So that's something we talked about, but I think our guys got to understand the ACC, what it's all about. You know, whether you're playing Pittsburgh, whether you're playing Georgia Tech, whether you're playing Clemson. Now, you want to run? North Carolina will be more than happy to accommodate you. Duke will be more than happy to accommodate you. Certain teams are not going to do that, and you're going to have to win with defense, and that's what we had to do tonight.
Once you had Montrez out, were you happy with the first half defense? I know you didn't have a lead at the half, but it was, you know, one of those.
The defense was fine. The offense was killing us. The offense was killing. The defense was fine.
A few weeks ago, after UNC Wilmington, you spoke of hunting points. Is that an issue that's still proving itself?
I think that Terry and Chris just said, look, we got Mango and Nanu in there who don't score a lot of points. Wayne was having an off night, so we got to score, but they never used the screen. I mean, I know you guys are going to go home and watch the film. It'll be amazing to you. Okay? You've got to watch. They go 4 feet too wide. They never use the screen. We can never get a mismatch. You'll notice it right away when you go home tonight.
Rick, isn't that a factor of them not absorbing scouting report, or just new teams, new styles?
No, it's like Russ and Luke were great at it. Peyton was great at it. They rub shoulders with the screener. They come off. They force the other guy. Boom, boom. We get it, or we get it inside. They literally went 4 feet too wide on every pick and roll, and I don't quite understand it. But we're gonna work on it.
How do you get your interior guys shots? I mean, it was 45 shots for Wayne, Terry, and Chris, and everybody else.
Well, tonight they were doubling Montrez. You know, every time he caught the basketball. To be perfectly honest, I'm not sure how much we want to throw the ball inside to Mango and Nanu against the zone. Against the man, especially coming up their left shoulder, we'll throw it all night, like Mango in the first move of the game. Against the zone, and Mango struggles a little bit passing the ball. So we're going to have to make shots. And when Trez is in the game, we can throw it in and get some good things. As you know, Anis had a migraine. Shaquan had a knot on his forehead from yesterday's practice, didn't practice. So, you know, we've got to get our bench to give us some minutes. Q and Anton were right in the game and messed up our defense, and they can't do that. They don't have to do great things, they just can't mess up our defense.
Shooting 22% in the first half, how much of that was Clemson's defense and how much of that was just an off night for your offense?
I think it's both. Clemson's an excellent defensive team, but just to give you an idea, you know, you come off a naked side pick and roll. If you don't use the screen, they're just going to match up, and everybody's going to match up. The clock's winding down. Now you got to try it again. The clock's winding down, and you take a bad shot. So it all stemmed from not using the screen. It's like you run a down screen against man-to-man. If you don't take the guy out, the guy's going to get over the screen. He's not going to be open. So we got to get better at our zone offense because teams are going to play zone. And Bob, Valvano asked me, "Were you surprised?" I said, "Hell, I'd play a zone 40 minutes. Why would you play Louisville man?"
Anything else for Coach?
Just help North Carolina. I think they can figure it out for themselves. Anybody else? Thank you.